Hello guys, this is Corvus, and we have some exciting news for season 23 and beyond. The companions are going to be a little bit, well, not a little bit, a lot more useful. And why is that? Well, first of all, I'm right now in the PTR. Let's check this out. What? Yeah, you can pretty much have all the equipment for all the companions, for the Enchantress, for the Scoundrel, for the Templar, and some of the items are going to emanate. This is a term that the devs are using to your character. So you will be able to get some of the benefits of some of the items. The list is somehow limited right now. Hopefully this will expand in the near future, and this is definitely exciting. It's going to be a lot more customizable. So I'm going to go through the lists of the items that right now emanate these powers to your main character. The first one, the Broken Crown. So yeah, if you are constantly missing some gems, at least at the beginning of the season, this is going to help a lot. This is currently the, besides two sets that you can equip on your companion, it's the only item for the head of your companion. So you're going to want to have a Broken Crown, definitely. Also, you can see that in the tooltip, you can know, oh, this will work on my companion. This is, hopefully, this will go away at some point because everything is going to work on your companion. Let's hope it does. At some point, like very near future, please. Second item, homing pads. This is going to be so useful, especially if you are farming for goblins. Right now, at least the people that are farming in hardcore, you really have to pay attention where do you stop and when you teleport to the next area. With this, it's going to be a lot more safer, so quality of life, definitely. Next one, Powders of Sakara. So it's not that really useful. If I have to choose between the homing pads and this one, I will go for the homing pads. Yeah, your items are not going to be needing repair, but I think the other one is a little bit more useful. And those are the two that you can currently equip for shoulders. The gold skin. So this is currently the only one that you can equip on your chest. You are going to choose to have the gold skin. I mean, you will, at some point of the game, the gold becomes irrelevant, but at the start of the game, it can be really useful. Also, interestingly, the next item works with this. So if you are leveling, when you hit enemies, they will have a chance to drop gold, and if you equipped the Custodian wrist guards, that gold is going to grant experience. So these two definitely work well together. And yeah, these are currently the only bracers that you can equip. So yeah, it's going to be a no-brainer for your companions. For the globes, you can equip either the Gladiator Amulets. This also worked with the previous two, so it's going to help level a new character. And the other gloves that you can equip is the Globes of Worship. Maybe in some situations you could choose this, but I think that the Gladiator Gauntlets are the better choice. We have a couple of amulets right now. The first one, the Dovu Energy Trap. Always nice. If you are using some kind of stun, you probably can include it in some way. And the other one, probably an easier choice to include in every build, is any enemy that you kill will have 4% chance of dropping a health buff. So this is also helpful, not life changing, but if you begin to add all those little changes item by item, they will be helping a lot. Other item that you can equip on your wrists, or it's the Nemesis bracers, and these are super useful. Sometimes you are even using it on your main build, so if you can free up that space for something else, definitely helping. The first ring, the Average Band, it's going to work perfectly in sync with the gold skin, with the concerned wrist guards, with the gladiator gauntlets. So yeah, it's going to be interesting to get all these benefits from your companion. It will be a lot more useful. Right now, yeah, you can use it with a Unity Ring and the other item that makes the companion unkillable. So it will give you 50% damage reduction, but you can continue to do that and also get all these benefits. So it's going to be a lot more useful if you are playing alone. This is another of the rings that you can equip to your companion to get the benefits. It's a lot more build dependent. You may choose not to use it, but it's good to have the option to do it. This is very, very useful. Sometimes you want to include this neck piece on your character, but you are missing some toughness and you have to sacrifice it. So in this case, your companion can equip it and you will get the benefits. This one is super nice. You get benefits from two sets. In this case, one of the sets is the Sage Journey. So you will need only three pieces. You can mix and match, but you will get more death threats. So at the beginning of the season, or when you're playing the game for the first time, this is going to be useful also. If you're trying to farm for a certain item, maybe get the perfect primal, it's going to be useful also. The other set that right now emanates the effects is the Kane Destiny set. And this is going to be super useful. I mean, if you want to push it and stop wasting time getting keys for greater rifts, this is going to help you a lot. Even with all these quality changes for the player, I think that the best is what they are doing with the skills of the companions. They're just getting rid of some, changing on others, and they are adding a very, very special skill for each companion. So it doesn't matter if you are with the Templar, with the Enchantress, with the Scoundrel, you are going to get this. See this. When you take fatal damage, the Templar rushes to your aid, knocking back enemies within 15 yards, healing you 15% to 25% based on the Templar strength, and shielding you from all damage for 5 seconds. So this is huge, especially if you play on hardcore. You can either take this skill and also take another passive skill, and you will have not one but two abilities or effects that will prevent you from dying. So that's incredibly useful. This is on a cooldown of 2 minutes, so it's just like the passive skill Nerfs of Steel for the Barbarian. This is awesome. But also, if you choose to drop Nerfs of Steel because you have that from your companion, this will open up the abilities to use another passive skill that could benefit your character to get ideally more damage. So that's incredible. How does it work? Let me show you. So let's go to a rift. And let's find some monsters. Okay, so you will see that the first time that I died, it activated nerf 16. Okay, so this is in cooldown. I'm going to die. And I'm not used to it, but if you are able to see it clearly. But yeah, before I died the second time, he used the ability, I got the shield, and I'm alive as well. And this is really good because I'm... this is a PTR, but on hardcore. So yes, that's I think the most impressive thing that we're getting right now. This is going to either give you another layer of protection for your character, or it's going to be allowing you to drop this pretty much mandatory talent for hardcore, and you're going to be able to use it to get more damage. So it's going to make more builds definitely available. You can choose to make builds that are a little more risky, and you have 2 layers of protection instead of just one. So yeah, definitely very exciting. Okay, so let's check real fast the... Alright, so let's check the skills or how they work for the other 2. For the Enchantress, it will be the level 30 skill. It doesn't matter for which companion. For the Enchantress, when you take fatal damage, the Enchantress empowers you to move through time, slowing enemies' movements, attack speed and projectiles by 80% for 3 to 7 seconds to avoid death, based on the Enchantress intelligence. So we don't know at this point how much intelligence you need to get those full 7 seconds. I don't think it's going to be that difficult. The main stat for the companions is multiplied, I believe, yeah, by 2.5. So probably it's not going to be that difficult. For the Scoundrel, you will be able to vanish. It sounds really cool. When you take fatal damage, the Scoundrel conceals you from enemies 3 to 7 seconds based on the Scoundrel dexterity and prevents your death. So you can even make a build that relies on having more than one chance. And you could take the passive skill, you could take the companion with one of these skills, you could take the shoulders from the Skeleton King. Oh, let me find those. Yeah, when you receive fatal damage, there is a chance that you are instead restored to 25% of maximum life and cause nearby enemies to flee in fear. So you will have 3 layers of protection there. So yeah, this definitely opens up a lot more builds, and I really have to handle to the Diablo 3 developers team. This game came out in 2012, and we're almost 10 years away from that, and in my opinion they are still making the game relevant. And obviously the experience is different for everyone, but if you come to play the season, maybe you will be done in a few days, maybe you will be playing for the whole season, but you will have a good time. And they are definitely trying to add something extra every season, so it's at least good to try. And thank you, developers. This is something really exciting. Even if it's not going to break the game, it gives you more flexibility, and that's something that at least I really appreciate. We still don't know, if I'm not correct, please let me know, but we don't know what's going to be the effect of the Season 23. We're going to have some changes for the Necromancer, for the Mage, but as far as having a forward slot for skills or shadow clones, I don't know. They are not telling us much yet, so if we get some more news, I'll let you know. So this is it for the video. Please let me know what you think. are you excited? I'm excited. I really want to try this out. Not so much on the PTR, but when the season 23 goes live. Goodbye.